Hello everyone. This video we're going to talk about what is a waterproof PoE media converter. Well, a media converter is like this little box right here. It is a very important part in the fiber optic link. It works as a converter when it converts digital signals to optical signals or optical signals to digital signals. Kind of helps us convert the signals when they enter a new form of device, because in our regular traditional IP devices, everything is transmitted digitally, and when it comes to fiber optic links, we need it to the signal to become an optic signal. So usually in a fiber optic link, there's another important part, which is a small form factor pluggable. The whole section where the digital signal is transmitted to optical signal, it starts from one of the small form factor pluggables, then it goes to a media converter like this, then it goes through the fiber optic cable, and after it reaches the end of the cable, it goes to another media converter, and then a separate wavelength, a small form factor pluggable. This is the whole section where the signals are in optic signals. The small form factor pluggable usually acts as a transmitter, which helps us transmit or receive the fiber optic cable's signal, and then it helps us, after the conversion, helps us give it to the IP device. There are many kinds of media converters in the market nowadays, and this one right here is a 1 gigabits per second media converter. It only has one PoE port, which connects to one device. There are some PoE switches which have an SFP module port which have the media converter integrated in it. Those kind of devices have more features. They can connect as a PoE switch and connect to a lot of IP devices, and also receive our fiber optic signal and convert it within the PoE switch, since there's a media converter integrated in it. And this one right here is our kind of newly product. You can see this is a very shining metal material case. This device is a PoE media converter. This means it has PoE features, as well as it can convert our fiber optic cable signal to our Ethernet cable signal. Let's take a closer look. Now, the metal casing here indicates it can resist water and also dust, giving it a good cooling condition, and it can stay in the outside. And since it is metal, we can see that there is a grounding spot right here for it to release the power surges. And now we have the glands on each side on every outing port. This means if we twist it tightly, it will also prevent the water and dust from intervening it. Now let's take the glands off and take a look at the ports. On this part, this side, it says DC in and has a power indicator. You can see we connect it to our adapter, and this will provide the power for this device. The power will power up the converter itself, and also help us provide power to our Ethernet cable, which is how we can provide PoE signals. And on the other side, it is the data out. This you can see there is an SFP port right here, a very rectangle port, unlike traditional Ethernet ports. And this is a traditional Ethernet port. This one here is for the SFP module, where we usually receive our optic signal. And this one here is for outgoing PoE signals. And it also has indicators on here. So a device like this having indicators will let it be really easy to monitor our device's current status. Because sometimes if there's a little malfunctioning in our system, we can just take a look if there's anything happening at this part of the transaction. If not, it's good. So usually when we connect our cables to these kind of glands, we have to twist them tightly, and then it'll be up to rated IP67 waterproof. Now, let's just do an easy connection and let you guys see how a fiber optic link is set up with an outdoor PoE media converter. So we take a look at this side where it's our router or NVR, where we monitor our devices and take a look at the live video feed. Now we take an Ethernet cable and connect it to one of our media converters. Like I said, the media converters play a very important part in transmitting and converting the digital signals to optic signals. And right here, and use one of our small form factor pluggables and connect it to a fiber optic cable. Then we insert it. After everything is inserted, take our power cord and supply the power to our first media converter. You can see the power indicator is on, so yes, this device is okay. And now let's go to the other side of the Ethernet, the fiber optic cable. On the other side, you can see I have a gland on it already. So this is usually on the fiber optic cables on the small form factor pluggable. I'll take a small form factor pluggable, insert it with a fiber optic cable, then insert it to our media converter. The right direction for the media converter, there's always going to be a little click. So you have to kind of watch out because it's like a really perfect rectangle. You sometimes can't find the perfect way to put it in. And after that, use the Ethernet cable and connect it to our Ethernet port. After that, we connect it to our IP device. In this case is our panel tilt zoom camera. And then after everything is perfectly connected, we provide the power for it. And as you can see, our power source right here is also waterproof as well. So this is a perfect set of device for outdoor. And now you can see all the indicators are on. Panel tilt zoom camera is active as well. And all the indicators on, meaning there's data flowing through. So the connection is successful, I can say. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any more questions about this connection, feel free to leave them at the section below. Thank you guys for watching today, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.